Good morning, everyone. From deep out in the middle of the Maine woods, it is now 12:17 a.m. in the morning, and we're gonna go see what kind of creatures could be out and about. I just sat here for about an hour editing some stuff, and now we're gonna go to our final sleeping destination, which is about an hour away. We're gonna go, and it's a nice night. Can maybe drive the windows down if that's not too loud. It's nice. We don't need the air conditioning or anything. Nothing like that's gonna. We don't need the fan. Shut all that off. It's so quiet. There was a lot of fireflies earlier when the sun first set. Now there's nothing. Let's get on the road so the mosquitoes don't come bite. Get the off-road lights already on. High beams. Wonder what kind of creatures we might see out tonight. See any moose tonight. I saw Mama and Baby much earlier yesterday, I should say. It was yesterday. This is early morning on the 12th of June, 2024. Highly unlikely we'd pass any vehicle out here in the wilderness. A couple dozen miles away from the nearest town. Actually, it's one of those nights that I'm going to have the windows open because it's nice, the breeze, but it's also kind of chilly. I'll run the heat at the same time. Actually facing towards me. Hoping to see some animals tonight. Saw a ton of snapping turtles last night. Egg-laying season, so they're all on the edge of the road, since that's the easiest place to dig, unfortunately. Like in the edge of the road, so the crater's gonna get them if it comes by before they hatch. 61 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now. It'll be a good night for sleeping. I like weather like this. At night, we could find some animals. It's also not just a pointless drive. If we identify any areas with flooding in the road, we'll remember that. Come back to it in the morning. Probably a half an hour ahead. We're gonna take a left at a fork. I've made mistakes and not recognized it as a fork in the past and gone to the right, but I gotta go to the left to get where I'm going. There's a nice hill I like parking at the top of because it has a slight signal, because there's no signal in most of the woods out here. I actually like not having a signal. It's more peaceful when you're camping. come up, we like to lay it right on the little platform leading to the bridge, like the area that they filled in leading up to it. Not seeing it. Not seeing it. Is that that's probably not the bridge I think it is, but it looks similar. I don't know. Oh, we just passed the sign. It said trucks entering. So we might be at that fork faster than I thought. It's possible, but I don't think so. It is. It is. That's probably why I missed it in times past. It comes on faster than I expected to. That's probably what it is. Just 1 second. I gotta look at something. And I want to stop the vehicle so I can do something real quick. Alright. Even when there's no one on the road, it's good to stop instead of taking your eyes off for a bit. Right here is a little teeny road connecting these two roads. If you're going from one to the other in a big truck that can't make that pinch of a corner back there. That really big flashlight. I want to go back to that bridge because there's not going to be another bridge like that one. It's not a super big bridge, but there's a beautiful river underneath it. I want to get out, shine that big flashlight down there. Who knows what kind of animals we can see on the riverbank. This one's got a really good riverbank. Let's drive back down there with the big old light. We'll get out for a few minutes. It's now exactly 12:30 in the morning. Let's take a quick look, because we're actually further along than I thought we were. All the off-road lights on. Yeah, we'll leave the off-road light on. The headlight might shut off, but the off-road light, it'll stay on indefinitely until I shut it off because it's connected right to the battery. Hopefully the mosquitoes aren't too bad tonight. Ooh. The back door is locked. Gotta get the big flashlight out. Might as well use it. This flashlight gets so hot that you need a pot holder or something to put it on. That's a low setting. Look at that, it's like carrying an off-road light in your hand. It's brighter than, I think it's brighter than the car's off-road light. And it's got a cooling fan because it's so hot. Yeah, the mosquitoes want me. Over water, usually it attracts bugs. Ooh, it's blinding if you aim it at something and it reflects on you. Wow, this is a very bright light. Look at that down there. See? Sometimes there's deer and stuff or moose over there on that island right there. Because this is actually a really big island, I believe. I'm not sure. It might just be where two rivers join. But if we look down, Very, very deep water right there. I've gone swimming in there before. It's a little murky because there's lots of dirt logging roads, and it rained today. When it rains, all the runoff makes it kind of dirty. But yeah, this is deep enough that you could probably jump off the bridge safely. But I'm not sure exactly how deep it is. I just know it's way over my head, which is probably deep enough to jump off. The bridge is not super duper high. I jumped off a train bridge one time and the water was like 10 feet deep. Down the other side. A little bit foggy out. No, it's not foggy. It's steam because it's kind of cool out. Looking around on the edge. Water's a bit murky just because of the logging roads, and you see the grass over there has a nice dew on it. Sorry, I probably shouldn't hold the flashlight so close with that cooling fan noise. Just looking for turtle activities. I didn't see any driving over, but they like to build here. It's probably too steep for them to get up. It's probably what it is. It's probably too steep. Yeah. Probably too steep. It's yeah, this light's already too hot to touch. Scary. And that's a low setting. Still super duper bright. Sometimes logs fall off the logging trucks. Probably because there's a couple bumps here. Whenever there's bumps, you always find a bunch of logs on the side of the road. That's why I don't follow those trucks too close. Sometimes they don't secure their loads out here on these dirt roads, and sometimes they only throw a thin cable over it, and the load shifts around and becomes looser as it goes down the road if they don't tighten it up. So I don't see any turtles here. I'm surprised, because here there's a gradual trail that fishermen use. That's what this is right here. It goes down to like a beach. I don't see any turtle activities. I see a couple, what do you call those? Flowers. Let's drive around a little more. Alright, the flashlight's not blazing hot like it's been sometimes. The bugs aren't super duper bad, at least not yet. They're not attracted over yet. But drive around a little bit more and see if we can find any creatures. Drive back up that fork. And I'll probably sleep in like a half hour. Starting to get a little sleepy. Season, frost heave season, that's when you find logs all over the side of the road. Enough of them, sometimes you find them in the middle of the road and you gotta move them. They only take really nice logs, so they're usually pretty easy to roll. They're not like, they're usually don't have a curve in them where it would be impossible to move at their size. Usually metal I-beams and a wooden deck. Then they put dirt over the wooden deck, which is, unless they're inspecting it, and still from the underneath, you might not see the rot until it's too late. Yeah, part of the bridge deck rotted through, making a sinkhole in the dirt they put on top of it to raise the road up. That's what that is. It's not like you're ever going to fall through this giant I-beams, but you could break an axle or a tire in there. going in case we saw any animals. But I'm about to turn down a road and sleep for